There's a big update on Cain Dingle, Jeff Hordley, ahead of his return to Emmerdale Village, as Monday's, October 13th, edition saw wife Moira, Natalie J. Robb, receive big news. After his half-brother Caleb Milligan, William Ash, helped killer John Sugden, Oliver Farnworth, escape, Cain fled to France to track him down, intent on making John pay for murdering his son Nate, Dural Carter. But it's been weeks, and Moira is struggling without her husband, and also collapsed at Butler's farm. Recently, with Moira and their son Isaac, Bobby Dunsmuir, suffering with a bug, she is upset when stepson Kyle, Hughie Quinn, reveals he's won a football prize, but had kept quiet about his match so as not to add to Moira's stress. Upset by this and furious that Cain is neglecting their needs, Moira leaves him a message, demanding he come home. But when Moira suddenly gets a call regarding Cain, what has she been told? You'll have to tune in now on ITVX, or tonight on ITV1 to find out. But what we can say is that Cain arrives back very soon, and he's hit the self-destruct button. Cain doesn't give anything away when quizzed about John, and is seen drinking heavily, failing to commit to honouring the anniversary of his dad Zach's, Steve Hallowell, death.so, has Cain found John. With John on the run, surely he can't get away with his crimes. And with Coronation Street featuring a scene with John on a police wanted poster, could his comeuppance happen during the ITV soap crossover early next year? John's estranged husband Aaron Dingle, Danny Miller, has reunited with his true love and John's half-brother, Robert, Ryan Hawley. But Robert is hiding a secret prison husband. As Aaron takes the next step with Robert, will he learn what's really going on? And will he get news on John? Cain's dangerous mission. It's been weeks since Cain Dingle left the village. He didn't go quietly. He didn't go calmly. He went with murder in his eyes. After learning that his half-brother Caleb Milligan helped killer John Sugden escape, Cain made a choice that terrified Moira. He would hunt John down himself. John, the man responsible for murdering Cain's son Nate Robinson. The grief had never settled. It had festered. And when the opportunity came for revenge, Cain grabbed it with both hands. France was only a starting point. Rumours, contacts, whispered leads, Cain followed them all. He was determined that John would not simply vanish. But revenge is a dangerous road. And it's one that rarely ends cleanly. Moira's breaking point. Back home, Moira is cracking under the strain. With Cain gone, the responsibility of Butler's farm rests entirely on her shoulders, and it's taking its toll. Recently, she collapsed. The stress, the sleepless nights, the constant dread of what Cain might do, it's all too much. And now, to make matters worse, both she and young Isaac Dingle are battling a nasty bug. Moira feels weak, dizzy, overwhelmed. But the farm doesn't stop. Bills don't stop. Children don't stop needing their mum. When stepson Kyle Winchester shyly reveals he's won a football prize, Moira's heart sinks instead of soars. He hadn't told her about the match. He didn't want to add to her stress. That's what breaks her. The fact that a child feels responsible for protecting her. The fact that Cain isn't here. Anger surges through her exhaustion. She leaves Cain a voicemail, raw, emotional, unapologetic. Come home, she demands. We need you. I need you. It isn't a request. It's a line in the sand. The phone call. Then the call comes. Moira's heart stops when she sees an unfamiliar number flash across her phone. France. Her mind races through every possibility. Is he hurt? Is he arrested? Is he worse? The voice on the other end delivers news that changes everything. We don't hear the full details, only Moira's expression as shock gives way to something else. Relief? Fear? Resignation? Whatever she's told, one thing is certain. Cain is coming home. The return of a broken man. When Cain finally steps back into the village, he doesn't look victorious. He looks hollow. The swagger is gone. The fire in his eyes is dimmed. He avoids questions, brushing off concerns with muttered half-answers. Did he find John? He doesn't say. Did he confront him? Silence. What happened in France remains locked behind Cain's clenched jaw. But one thing is clear. Whatever he experienced has pushed him to the edge. He heads straight for the pub. And he drinks. 1 pint becomes 2. 2 becomes 4. By the end of the night, he's barely standing. Zach's anniversary. As the anniversary of his father Zach Dingle's death approaches, the family expects Cain to honour it. Zach was a pillar of the Dingles. A legend in his own right. But Cain shrugs it off. He refuses to commit to any remembrance. It's not indifference, it's avoidance. Grief for Nate. Guilt over Moira. Rage over John. The weight is crushing him from all sides. And instead of facing it, he's self-destructing. Moira watches with growing alarm. She wanted him home. But she didn't expect this. Has Cain found John? The question looms over the village. John Sugden is still on the run. Still wanted. Still dangerous. In a chilling twist, viewers recently spotted John's face on a police wanted poster during a scene in Coronation Street. A subtle hint that his story may stretch beyond one village. With an ITV soap crossover teased for early next year, speculation is mounting. Could John's downfall play out on a much bigger stage? And if Cain did find him in France, why isn't he talking? Did he fail? Or did he do something he can never undo? Erin's new beginning, with a shadow. Meanwhile, John's estranged husband Erin Dingle is trying to move forward. After months of heartbreak and betrayal, Erin has reunited with his true love, John's half-brother, Robert Sugden. Their chemistry hasn't faded. The pull between them is undeniable. For the first time in years, Erin allows himself hope. But hope in the Dales is fragile. Because Robert is hiding something. A secret prison husband. As Erin prepares to take the next step in their rekindled relationship, he has no idea there's another layer of deception waiting to explode. And with John still at large, danger is never far away. Will Erin learn the truth about Robert's secret? Will he receive news about John's whereabouts? And how will Cain's mysterious trip to France factor into it all? The guilt eating Cain alive. Back at Butler's farm, Cain's behavior becomes more erratic. He snaps at Kyle. He distances himself from Isaac. He barely meets Moira's eyes. Late one night, Moira finds him alone in the barn, staring into nothing. You didn't find him, did you? She asks quietly. Cain's silence is louder than any confession. But then he mutters something chilling. I found him. Just 3 words. Moira's blood runs cold. What did you do? Cain doesn't answer. Instead, he walks away. A storm brewing. Rumors begin to swirl. Someone claims to have heard that John fled France days before Cain arrived. Another suggests Cain tracked him to a remote coastal town. No one knows what's true. But if John is still free, it's only a matter of time before he resurfaces. And if Cain took justice into his own hands, the consequences could be devastating. Self-destruction mode. The more Moira tries to pull Cain back, the further he drifts. He skips farm responsibilities. He drinks during the day. He refuses help. It's as though he went to France seeking revenge, and came back carrying something far heavier. Guilt, regret, or unfinished business. Moira realizes this isn't just about John anymore. It's about Cain losing himself. What happens next? As the week ends, tensions reach boiling point. Erin grows suspicious that Cain knows more than he's saying. Robert's secret edges closer to exposure. John's face remains plastered on wanted posters. And Cain? He stands at a crossroads. If he found John and failed, he'll never forgive himself. If he found John and succeeded, the law may come knocking. Either way, the self-destruct button has been pressed. And in the Dales, actions always have consequences. The only question now is, when the truth about France finally surfaces, who will survive the fallout?